Welcome back to episode 2, in which we are in a new location, but still on the floor.
Yeah.
All right, Christina, where are we today?
We're on the floor of the NYU Wagner building.
We now come to you from a brand new borough, Manhattan. Maybe every episode will be filmed in a different borough.
Oh God, no. I'm not going
ambitious.
to the Bronx. Staten Island. Oh, hell no.
But today we're in Lower Manhattan. And it is Wednesday at 9 o'clock. What's the date today? November 5th.
Is it?
I think it's November
I
5th.
can't believe it's already November. I need to pack for Korea, man. That's crazy.
All right, Christina, tell us about how you were a clingy girlfriend this week.
Yeah, I called Carolyn last night and I was like, I haven't seen you in so long. And she was like, bitch, I saw you like last weekend. I was like, but that was so long ago. Yeah, so I was like, clingy girlfriend vibes. Carolyn was aloof boyfriend vibes.
I was like, gaslighting you, boyfriend.
Yeah, you were
Wait,
like...
the funny part is that when I was moving here, I had a conversation with Lena where I was like, I really have to adjust my expectations of how much Christina's gonna want to hang out with me. I need to accept that it's not college anymore and we're not seeing each other every day. But she was the one that had to adjust her expectations.
Seriously. I was like, oh, girl's moving here from DC. I'm gonna see her like every other day. It's because we overlap in Manhattan so much, but it's just like our time blocks don't match up.
It's also because we don't like to go out for dinner.
Yeah, because we're broke.
Neither of us are broke, and that's an insult to people who are actually broke.
I'm so sorry.
This is classism.
I'm sorry. I just spent all my
money on dance
classes, so
and
I
I spend my money on tuition, so I guess it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Although I'm definitely spending more money on tuition. And then the second part of this intro is that we both had sex dreams this week about the same. No,
Whoa,
not the same guy.
not the same guy.
We both had sex dreams
Lord.
about guys with the same name.
Yeah.
Which y'all will never guess who it is. Because they're not people we've thought about in a long time. They just happen to overlap. Although,
it's crazy.
I did not have a sex dream. I had a make-out dream. I guess that's a better way to put it. In which I got in trouble with my parents.
Yeah, no, I had a very explicit sex dream. I have nothing to say for myself.
Okay, and that's our intro. So our topic for today, Christina, would you like to read us our first question?
Yes. Okay.
Also, apologies, we were not as funny last week as we thought we were going to be, because we got into some real dark trauma. So maybe this will be a lighter week. Maybe the trauma will come back. We don't know.
I don't think people find us funny. I think we just find ourselves funny.
Okay.
So just expectations.
This is not a comedic podcast.
Yes, should be set very low. Okay, question number 1. What does loneliness look like for you in this phase of life? Oh my gosh, I almost read that as this season of life.
Wait,
like,
you did that in your life group voice.
Yeah! Oh gosh! I really almost said season of life. Okay. What does loneliness look like for you in this phase of life, and how do you define and build community?
All right, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start. I feel like this one hit home for you this week.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like when you move to a new city, you know it's going to take time to adjust, but I haven't really given myself much of a chance to slow down and think about how I'm using my time, who I'm seeing in New York, because school and work have been so go. But I've been pretty, melancholic today, thinking about all the communities I left behind in DC. And if you're part of one of those communities in DC and you're listening to this, then I miss you very much. But I think in DC, for many of the years that I was there, I would always complain to Christina about how I felt lonely, because even though I had a lot of good friends there, my best friends weren't there. So it wasn't people that I felt I could tell anything and everything to. And I had always grown up with a lot of people like that. And so in DC, I always complained about how I wanted to move to New York, where all my best friends were. And now that I'm here, I'm I really should have valued, and I did value, but I should have valued them even more, all of those looser social connections and communities that I was a part of, especially because a lot of those communities in DC were really open and vulnerable, and people who just really cared about, they don't need to know everything about your life, but they care about supporting you in the hour or 2 hours in a week that they do spend with you, whether that was church or my poetry group or my Chinese language exchange or even Survivor, everyone was just very open and not there just to do the activity because they cared about each other. And I know that'll take time in New York, but I'm definitely like starting to feel the downs that come with not having that.
Do you feel like in New York there's a culture of everyone is always hustling for something, so they don't really have time for you unless you like fit in their schedule? It's like they won't go out of their way to hang out with you, and that might make the connection feel less genuine. Because everyone's just in this hustle culture. Because I definitely feel that way.
Yeah, I wonder how much of it is the culture, the feeling that people are always doing 8 things at once, and the commute is a lot longer. So it's like you have to, your locations have to line up, and social friction is high. I did feel like in DC, at least among my peer and friend group, people worked hard, but people had a lot of time too to hang out, and so you had time to go to the same activity every week, and you have that consistency of seeing each other regularly.
And I feel like you guys just lived closer,
and we lived really close.
In New York City, everyone's so spread out. See, this is the thing with your schedule. I can't tell if you're being spread too thin.
I can't even tell.
Because I'm like,
I feel that I have so much time and so little time at the same time. How's that possible?
Like, I feel like you're always hanging out with people, but that's why in my head, I'm like, oh, I was kind of surprised when you told me that you've been feeling lonely. So I'm like, oh, you're always with people.
I am hanging out a lot.
But
I think there's hangouts where you're like, you go and you feel that you can be yourself. And like, you leave with this warm glow. Versus you go and you leave and you feel a little exhausted.
100%. I think I've gotten pretty good at figuring out ahead of time, like when I get invites to things, which things are going to give me energy and which things are going to like drain my energy. And I feel like you're still figuring that out.
That's actually an interesting reframe of how you're approaching social things. One thing that I've noticed between how we make plans in the city is I feel that you're pickier with your time and energy, and sometimes I don't know if I've told you this, sometimes I wish you were more open to meeting more people that you might not initially click with, but now that you say it that way, it makes more sense to me too, that that is true for you.
Like, I will slowly introduce people. I won't name names. But I feel like when you ask me, like do you want to hang out with X person? People?
Oh, wait, so how would you describe, in terms of the communities you're a part of, would you say that all of them give you energy? Like, are there ones that drain your energy and you still go because you care about the community or the activity?
There are some dance classes where my friends are like, oh, you've outgrown that class. Like, you need to go to more advanced classes. But I still go to those classes because these are my dance friends from day one. They give me energy to like dance with them. To take the train home with them and talk with them and catch up. And I think it's worth the time and my money, you know?
A slight tangent to this, but what I found interesting when I started going to my Chinese practice group in DC is that even though they were all strangers, and you would expect that you would have to perform, because we were speaking solely in another language that like you're not really that good at. Like, you know, my Chinese is passable, but you're not having all the social nuances that you have in English. That every interaction was actually less exhausting because the expectation of social performance was really low. Like, if you were awkward or you, like, didn't know what to say, you could easily just chalk that up to, I'm practicing a new language. And also, maybe it was the fact that there were a lot of, like, mainland Chinese people or Asian Americans. I just felt that I always left not drained. Like, not feeling like I had to perform at all because it was in another language. Which I never really made the connection because I was like, oh, I just miss talking to Chinese people because there's a sense of, like, do you feel this, like, with Chinese people in China? There's a sense of like you say it how it is and there's an openness that doesn't exist necessarily in like Western and white culture. Because I feel like with
Really?
white women specifically, I need to
Yeah.
perform a lot more than I do with other ethnicities.
Okay.
Do you think that's true?
I mean, I have to do that if that's my manager. But if it's just like a white girl in my dance class, I don't need to perform.
Maybe perform is not the right word, but I don't feel the level of just like say it how it is
Oh, really?
with other Asian Americans
Oh,
or
I
other
do.
Chinese people.
Well, okay. To be fair, it's when I meet them in a like dance class setting, and I feel like people in the arts just tend to be very open and just like say it how it is.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe it's because of that. Okay, what white women and what?
There's like a respectability politics to it where you have to, you could tell they get uncomfortable by certain things.
Oh, so you kind of have to be the like the overly polite.
Yeah, and you have
like,
to keep a certain energy
palatable.
with them.
Oh, interesting. I guess that's not really the group of white girls that I normally interact with.
Yeah, I guess we obviously can't stereotype across all white women.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I'm sorry, I just always struggled with white women. Do I have any white female friends?
Oh
Let me think
my
about
gosh,
this.
Carolyn.
Anyways, my point just being like I never realized that about speaking in Chinese or like
Yeah.
in another language, how that affects.
But do you find those connections fulfilling?
So I think this is a question of we were talking about this earlier, how you can connect with people in a fulfilling way and then never become close friends.
But for me, the content is still deep. Like, I think, okay, so what I was talking to Carolyn earlier was I had this realization where growing up, for the first 18 years of my life, I always thought I was a quality over quantity kind of person when it comes to friendships. And for me, I don't feel fulfilled unless I'm talking to someone I consider a quality friend. Now that I moved to New York, there are friends that I'll meet in dance class where I've talked to them like twice, but then we're just like suddenly like spilling our like trauma with men and like generational trauma from like our parents and whatever, and being like daughters of immigrants and whatnot. And I've only spoken to them like twice, so I can't even consider them like a quality friend. But because the content is, it's not surface level. I wouldn't say it's like the deepest thing ever, but like it's definitely not surface level. And then we can relate on these topics. Like the content still has to be there. They might not be a quality friend, but the content is
Different
there.
question.
And so then it's so fulfilling.
Do you have fulfilling interactions with loose social connections where the content is not deep, but you still feel connected to them?
Yes.
Like, what about like your
I'll think
doorman
about-
or like someone who you have good energy with?
Yeah. Or I'll think about like like the guys from my family group last year. It's very like hee hee ha ha jokes.
Yeah.
So the content isn't deep.
I think oftentimes that's
but
where humor
it's, like,
comes into
energy.
it.
Yeah.
Where you
it's
have
like
good humor and
like
banter.
vibes.
Yeah.
Like I love my doorman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was at like when I was at my Chinese practice group. I think Chinese people have a really specific sense of humor, and being bad at a language creates a lot of opportunity to laugh at yourself and laugh about things. Because you'll pronounce things wrong. You'll think something is called something. You'll make fun of each other for how you pronounce something. And so I think we always had a lot of camaraderie and banter. And there's a type of banter that's a very Chinese type of banter.
Yes.
That you don't get speaking English.
Wait, there's definitely like a psychological thing I've seen like on an Instagram reel or something where it's like when you can like produce laughter together, it's like the chemicals in your brain, whatever,
Yeah.
it just automatically makes you feel closer to that person.
Yeah.
Like even if the content isn't deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
true.
No, that makes sense how those could still feel like fulfilling interactions.
So maybe that's why I struggle with white women. Sorry, back to this white woman part.
So,
I think-
so this was the point.
Not directly, but I think their type of humor tends to be really different than Asian American or
Yeah.
Chinese humor.
Yeah.
I feel like Chinese humor is very situational. It's about like pointing out clever or ironic things or things in language. Actually, I can't describe white woman humor. I have to think about this for a long time to figure out what that is. It's so hard to describe humor because you just know inherently.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, my white friends, we definitely laugh at the same things. But it's usually like, we're like shitting on men, or like they're telling me like a funny story.
I think a lot of their humor is more story-based.
Yes.
Versus like little observation, like quips here and there.
Oh. Wait. Maybe that's just not my sense of humor.
I don't think that's your sense of humor.
So I don't have that issue with white women.
No. I think Erica and I have much more similar. Well, Erica, I don't think we've saw in this episode, so you might have been able to get this far. But I think she and I have much closer senses of humor than you and I do.
Oh.
Do you think that's true?
Well, what do you and Erica laugh about?
A lot of like little. We point out little funny observations, or we do a lot of back and forth.
Interesting.
now you're like,
now I'm just thinking about, do we
get along?
Do me and Carolyn ever laugh at the same things?
We laugh at.
I think we laugh at each other, not with each other, to be honest.
To be honest, maybe a little. Or we laugh about, what do we laugh about, guys? This is not. We've gotten so off topic. But
We came in with an outline. We're so far off the outline.
But I think humor is such an interesting conversation to have because it's so nebulous. Like, it's so difficult to describe, but you know instantly when something's funny. But it's so hard to describe what makes something funny.
I have a very, like, roasty humor.
You do. Yeah.
And you also roast me, and then that's when I laugh. But I don't know if that's actually your humor, or you just do it because you're
because
like,
I know it'll make you laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we're more different than we thought we were. This podcast is gonna die.
Wait, should I try to make more? Okay, what kind of observations are funny?
Do you not like observe me and Erica talking to each other? Wait, we need a guest.
Wait, I don't.
We need
feel
a guest
like...
on this podcast.
Yeah. Wait, I don't feel like you and Erica laugh at the same things. Like when I lived with you guys, I just did not.
Erica and I have a very specific dynamic when it's one-on-one that you'll never observe because it changes instantly when you enter it.
Yeah. Interesting.
But also, you and I have a very different dynamic that changes when she enters.
Yeah.
And that's why I think there's like a one-on-one friendship or hangout in the city is like rewarding, but nothing hits as well as when a group of people all have the same sense of humor. Censor, that stuff is crap.
Have you found that in the city? Like a group of friends that you feel like your humor aligns?
I don't think I've been here long enough to, but there's
or
a
in
couple.
DC, did you have that?
Yeah, I mean, with like Puck and Katie and Joyce, but that's also because they all had a specific sense of humor, and I actually had to adapt to it over time. Like, DC humor was really specific and political, and I struggled with it for a long time.
I shouldn't say that. That's hilarious.
No,
that sounds like a fun time.
It's valid to not enjoy that sense of humor, you know? And, like, I was, like, really uncomfortable with it in the beginning because I was like, I can't produce anything in this lane. And I just had to learn to get better at it. And I don't think I was ever
have that
right.
sense of humor, don't you have to align on your political views?
Yeah, everyone aligned on their political views.
Oh, okay. Yo, that's dangerous territory. I don't know.
What do you mean people didn't align? Well, sometimes if you disagreed, it was about, like, things that weren't fundamental.
Okay.
And that was a source of humor.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But back to, what was our other point? Oh, yeah, but I do feel that Paul and I in financial management. I don't mind calling out these names. They're just friends I have in class.
Yeah.
I do think we all get along humor-wise.
Oh, you've mentioned that.
Yeah. But that's inherently, like, Asian American and bantery.
Yeah.
So I feel like it has both those elements.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to get back on topic.
Yeah, okay, anyways. Wait, let me pull
But I think there's a direct relevant theme here that being around people in which your humor doesn't align adds to loneliness.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Something there.
That's fair. But, well, I'm like, I just don't think humor is at the top of my list when it comes to...
It's probably just because you're not funny.
Bitch!
See, that's an example of all I did was roast you, and then you laugh at it. And it probably wasn't that funny of a comment. You react to it.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe our humor is our outsized reactions to each other.
Maybe. Or no, I think our humor is we one-up each other in our ridiculousness.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Anyways.
But back to what I was saying. I don't really prioritize humor in my friendships. Okay.
Or in your relationships. The guys you've dated have not been funny. Oh, the guys I've dated have not been funny either.
Yeah.
Prunk was saying, she was like, you need to look for someone smart and funny. And then I realized I haven't had an ex in a long time that was smart or funny.
Yikes. Because I was thinking about, like, why I've been feeling lonely recently. Part of it's because I'm living alone now. Part of it is because I'm doing new dance classes that are a lot more advanced. And, you know, it's like, if it's like a new crowd, like, I don't have any friends going in.
Mm-hmm.
And then the friends in the previous classes that I used to take, I would invite them, but then they're either too busy or they're too scared of making a fool of themselves in these more advanced classes. And also, like, just going to a new teacher and learning their choreo style is just like a whole process.
It takes a lot more energy to like prepare yourself to exert more energy.
Yeah,
there.
like you can be a professional dancer who's danced for like 10 years and you walk into a room with like a new choreographer and it still takes so much energy to learn a new person's way of like feeling the music. Like, are they more of a footwork person? Are they more of like an upper body person, etc.? But anyway, so that's why I've been feeling a bit lonely. And also things like decorating an apartment alone feels lonely.
We've talked about this quite a few times because you thought that whenever you got your own apartment, you would get it with your husband.
I know. I always imagined like building a house. Oh, not building a house.
Building a home.
I'm building a home.
With someone else.
With someone.
But on the flip side, at least you don't have his bad taste influencing your apartment.
As fucking like Pokemon card collection or some shit.
Please never date a Pokemon man.
Yeah, no, I would never.
Actually, it's high chance you will.
No, I've never dated a guy who's into Pokemon cards.
I guess I could talk about this because this person will never see this. But the guy that I've had a crush on this semester that I kind of no longer do has a Pokemon character as his Instagram profile photo. And the first thing Lena said when she saw his profile was, you can't like a guy that has a Pokemon profile.
Valid point, Lena. I agree. You make a good argument.
Okay, but the chances you are, if you like Asian men, are like 50-50.
That's fair.
All right, but anyways, so decorating an apartment by yourself has been hard.
Yeah.
Because you're making so many decisions on your own and they're permanent decisions.
Yes. And like, yes, I'm an independent girl, strong independent girl who don't need no man, but also, how the fuck am I supposed to like build like a TV stand all by myself?
You should be able to build a TV stand by
yourself.
Okay.
How am I supposed to haul a TV up the elevator by myself? Okay,
you have a doorman.
Well, okay. How am I supposed to hang up dance mirrors in my apartment alone? Okay,
sorry,
that shit is heavy.
Sorry, this is just when you need TaskRabbit.
Yeah, that's true.
So, do you think the loneliness comes from the fact that you are doing all of these milestone life things by yourself that you expected you would be doing with a partner by now? Or do you think it's the fact that it's the mental load, that you have no one carrying it with you? Or maybe it's just both.
It's both.
Yeah.
I'm also just, touch starved.
Oh yeah, so that sex dream you had this week.
Okay. Yeah. I saw him at a party this past weekend, and then when he walked in, I was like, oh, no, you're not as ugly as I remember.
He was never ugly.
I know.
This is always a very attractive man.
Okay, yeah, he's fine. He's whatever.
Okay.
And then I went home that night, and
Your brain just continued the scenario.
yes, my brain was like, okay, my brain literally went from, oh, I got home from this party, except we went home together. And then somehow one thing led to another, and we're like in bed together. And then, yeah, one thing leads to another. And then, yeah, I'm having a good time in the street.
Really holy of you.
Yeah, I know. So respectful of me.
Alright, but the point is, after you have a sex dream, do you feel less touch-starved or more touch-starved? Do you think
That's a good question.
Do you think it fulfills your need of touch? Of sex?
No, absolutely not.
So
Nothing has
it just
been
makes you
fulfilled.
feel more lonely.
It just makes me feel more, what's the word? It pinpoints what I'm feeling. Because I think it's, like,
Pinpoints.
it's hard to admit to myself that I'm touch-starved. Because then people are like, oh my gosh, who's that horny bitch?
You're
You know what I
really
mean?
using the word touch-starved a lot, and I think you just mean horny.
Horny.
When I mean touch-starved, I mean that it would get fixed if I held someone's hand.
Wait, me too.
Okay.
Like
so
if
then-
someone like hugged me, like give me a back hug, that would also fix a lot of things.
All right, Erica, your
Oh my
your
gosh,
task
man.
has been set for the weekend.
No,
now
he's by a man.
she has
I'm
to
too
listen to this
straight.
because she's been referenced this whole time.
That's true.
So you're saying you get comfortable when your girlfriends hug you?
I get uncomfortable. with
That's
my
what I mean,
girlfriends.
uncomfortable.
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
Oh, so remember when you were crying in the street about your parents and I was like, here? And I felt like I had to do something, but it was
Yeah.
extremely unnatural, but I tried.
She tried. I'll give her major props for that.
So you would rather a
Mm-hmm.
guy friend that you're not as close to give you a hug?
No, it can only be my partner. That's
So
the only
you only
person
want
I
a
want
romantic
physical
hug.
touch. Yeah, not from my parents, not from my friends, female or male. It has to be from like the person I'm like physically attracted to.
But this sounds like you just need a friends with cuddle benefits.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Where is he?
I mean, it's a pretty good proposition to all you men out there.
No.
You get to cuddle and have no strings attached.
But I have to be attracted to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, this is
Wait, I'm not saying that like the men listening to this are ugly. Let me make that very clear. It's just what is attractive to me, not like objectively attractive.
Okay. I'm trying to think if I'm touch starved. No, I think for me it's it's less physical and more emotionally related. I think all my loneliness has to do with like emotional connection. And like that's
Yeah.
why this week I've really wanted to reach out to the person I was talking to last episode.
Yes.
And like that kind of goes in and out depending on how connected I feel to my community here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the loneliness of like feeling like you don't have a lot of friends and acquaintances from like church or grad school or even work, I guess.
Yeah. Even though
leads to you feeling like I should just reach out to him because it'll be easy. And
yeah, it'll be
comfortable.
easy. You know, I do feel that like my best friends are here, and it's not that I don't get attention from you all.
Yeah, girl, I give you so much attention.
I guess
What else
she
you
has
want?
been clingy girlfriend this week.
Yeah.
But there's a sense of I miss being someone's number one priority. And maybe it's just because I've gotten used to
Yeah.
being in a relationship all these years.
Mm.
And this is my longest stretch of being single since I was... single's not the right word. This is my longest stretch of not having male attention since I was probably 15. And even if it was an official relationship, like, you know, they'd be texting, I knew that they would want to hang out whenever I asked.
Which is crazy, because let me be clear. It's only been like 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Girl, I haven't been kissed by a man in 3 years. I haven't been touched. Okay, that sounds weird. No one's held my hand in 3 years.
Yeah, you have it a little hard.
Yeah, 6 months, girl.
Oh, 6 months is not that long. You're right.
No, I mean, but your feelings are valid.
Yeah, like your feelings are invalid, but me saying they're valid will dismiss me just judging them.
No, I'm just, wallowing in self-pity.
Self-pity. Now I forget my train of thought.
You were going to reach out to this person. Oh, you're more emotionally starved.
Driven.
Wait. That's not the right word. Emotional connection starved, not physical touch starved.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Interesting.
Although I feel like...
Why don't you just tell me the things that you are going to tell him?
Okay, so this is a question that Christine and I were talking about, which is...
I guess it's the response. Like, you feel like you want his response more than my response.
No, I'm not saying that about all things.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
so this is the conversation we were having where it was like, what about my connection with this person do I feel that Christina can't replicate? And it's simply that you're two different people. Like...
See, what I hear is, you ain't good enough.
But this also went into the conversation we were having earlier that I thought was interesting, in that Christina's a very pragmatic person.
Yeah.
And so a lot of our conversation tends to be grounded in reality.
Yeah.
Versus I have other friends in with other connections in which we meander about in this upper world of like romantic woo-ness. And you can't really describe that or recreate that conversation because your brain just doesn't work that way.
Because my brain goes to, what's the point of having this conversation if we can't do anything about it?
Yeah, and I'm like, let's just like sit in the magic of life.
And I'm like, girl, I don't got time for that. No. But it's
so cheesy. Oh my god, I did not say that.
No, those, your thoughts are valuable. We need people like that in the world too,
This is the difference between someone who dances and someone who writes poetry. Yeah, I feel like that's a true comparison. But yeah, so...
Wait, I kind of want to unpack that.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess someone who dances, I just have a shit ton of emotions. And I need to express that through movement. And I feel like that's my release. And poetry is unfulfilling to me.
Yes.
Because I feel like there are never the right words that will capture the nuance of
how you feel.
How I feel.
Versus I feel that it's not the words. I think poetry creates a picture and a slightly more abstract vision or feeling that I get from the poem, and part of that is the words you use and the content, and part of it is the rhythm, like a song.
Yeah.
And then that creates a feeling that expresses how I feel.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So dance goes from abstract to like a pinpointed movement, whereas for you, it's like a pinpointed word to an abstract picture.
Yeah. So I think it all art tries to reach for this sense of being human that you can't really express outside of that art.
Yeah.
So I guess we just have different mediums for it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, our brains really do work very differently.
It is very different. Although sometimes I have felt recently, and I haven't gone dancing in the city yet, that I do have some energy that I need to like get out and get released. Not in a dance class. I need to go to a club. Or I need to like sing and move and just
sing.
Like sing to a throwback song,
Okay.
Not like karaoke style, but just have some sort of jumping up and down and get it out in a way that I can't do in my day-to-day life.
Girl, come to Jonathan's class.
Not in a choreographed way. not in a way.
Singing to the lyrics and dancing in the back.
So I'm just in the back bouncing. Like, I don't want to think about being technically like.
It's okay.
Executing.
He would cheer you on nonetheless.
I don't think so.
He'd be like, "Yo, that girl's killing it." Just bringing all the vibes, all the feeling, all the feeling to the dance floor.
Okay. Other questions that we have.
Wait, I think
that's probably everything, and we're at 41 minutes, so this went in an interesting direction, perhaps.
Yeah.
Also, we do need to give y'all an update on the bug from last week, in which we got many comments of the ending of our last episode. Many comments is like 2 comments. I think only 3 people have listened to episode 1 and told me that they have. But we never.
concerns?
Well, they want to know what happened to the bug.
Oh.
We never found the bug.
Yeah.
And then we left the room, and we actually filmed the whole 10 minutes after that we cut because we thought the ending of screaming was funny.
Yeah. I did kill that bug, though.
Do you think you did?
I think I did. I took, what, your shoe?
I'm not sure you hit it hard enough to kill it.
Really?
Yeah. Then we would have seen the body. Where did the body go? I think it scurried. I think
You think so?
I think it went somewhere, and then you hit the ground. Yeah.
Damn. Okay, I guess I have bad aim.
Oh, actually, there's another point about consumption.
The thought behind this point was, because we've been feeling kind of lonely recently, does that lead to us resorting to consuming things to fill that hole of like loneliness from like relationally? So it's like,
Wait.
do you feel like you need to go to like the coolest new restaurants and bars and bakeries and see all these Broadway shows to make you feel more fulfilled?
A slightly different question.
Uh-huh.
I feel that you're the person who scrolls on social media the least that I know. Because I think people tend to go to scrolling and doom scrolling and social media as a way to mask loneliness. I definitely feel that I do that a lot. And sometimes I almost feel that when I deleted Instagram recently, but when I scroll less, I feel less lonely.
Interesting.
But I feel like you don't really scroll that much.
I do scroll before I go to bed.
Yeah.
That's like my 20-25 minutes to decompress.
Like, yeah.
But throughout the day, I don't doom scroll that much.
Yeah, I don't doom scroll during the day too. But do you find that it's connected at all to when you have a negative feeling, or is it just like a decompress? Like, is it connected to loneliness at all for you?
Right now, no. Trained my Instagram algorithm to give me
Positive things?
This is really bad. I get my news from Instagram.
No, that's valid. I get my news from Reddit.
Yeah. So it's like, so my Instagram content is like news, pop culture, dance videos, dog videos.
I think I'm
some
starting
New
to
York
get
City
dance videos because
restaurant.
you're sending it to me.
Oh, really?
It's like
You're
starting to
welcome.
pop up. Not because I'm stalking this other dance guy.
Yeah. Oh, damn! You're really gonna leave that in there? That's bold.
Well, he's never
You
gonna
better
see it.
not.
I don't
delete
care.
that.
I'm over it anyway.
Yeah, right. I feel like give it a week and then you're gonna be like pining again.
I don't like. We were talking about this earlier too. I lose interest when someone doesn't have interest in me. So
Yeah.
I think that's why this is fading.
Yeah. Which is, I think, healthy. I think it's good for you because that's like.
Wait, that's why I'm surprised when people fixate on someone
Yeah.
who doesn't want. Sorry, never mind.
No, but that's the problem. Where, like, for my person, it's like.
Oh, you do get
his
the banter
actions,
back. Yeah.
Yeah. Are,
But-
like, different from what he says. dot.
Do you not convince? So, like, then what part of you convinces yourself that it's friendly versus not friendly?
Sometimes it reads as like if we had met in a different scenario, I would have totally gone for you.
How do you glean that?
Because he treats me a little differently than how he treats the other people.
That's
around
probably what
me.
it is when you like feel special in some way. The connection is special. Versus with this person, I'm like, oh, they definitely treat me the
Yeah, because
same.
you keep saying like
it's the
you
same
always-
dynamic.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's whatever.
And so that's why. Anyway, for consumption, when I first moved to the city, I was so gung-ho about trying all the restaurants that I had saved from my Instagram reels, trying all the bakeries. I think also because my ex at the time was really into
Food,
restaurant scene.
Yeah.
And of course I want to see like all the Broadway shows and whatnot. And for me, that's really died down.
That's the difference where Claire and I are in this phase of
Yeah.
honestly less so than I would be if I didn't have school. And because I'm a frugal bitch. and I hate spending money. But there is a different phase where you're more like, oh, let's stay in and just hang out.
Yeah.
And like do something low key.
Yeah.
Versus we're like always down to go out.
Yeah. Which I'm like, you guys should totally experience that.
Yeah.
Because I also need to get that out of my system.
Yeah. How does that relate to consumption and loneliness, though?
I think for me, it doesn't. I think you wrote down this point.
I did. I don't know why I keep asking you things when I have the answer.
I was like, what do you think about this?
My answer, so I think you were interpreting consumption as like consuming experiences.
Yeah.
Which is definitely something people do as a way to fill. Sometimes it's just a genuine hobby, and sometimes it's a way to fill a lack of community or a lack of purpose, where you're always trying to chase some better, cooler experience. I was thinking about it in terms of shopping habits, and also like online shopping as something where people buy like style or accessories or like any kind of item that signals some kind of identity, because you don't feel like you need that to like remind yourself of like who you are and to like be associated with like an in-group or an identity group.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's like I want to become this person, like so I'm gonna buy this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of like a fake it till you make it kind of attitude, where it's like if I buy these edgy clothes,
then I will feel that
cool.
I'm this person. Yeah. And sometimes like it's a it's a balance, because sometimes you do buy that thing and you feel that it expresses a person that you want to be. Like maybe you get those boots and you feel badass and then you feel more confident.
Yeah.
And that's true. And then sometimes the shopping becomes like a mindless consumption because you feel lonely in other ways or you don't have community.
Wait, this reminds me of a conversation that I had with a friend recently about tattoos. I was telling him that I really want arm tattoos.
You do? All dancers have arm tattoos. Why?
I know, it's so cliche.
Is it because you like show it off as you
dance?
It
kind of looks cool.
You never told me you wanted arm tattoos.
But I've told you that I wanted tattoos. I guess I just haven't specifically. Yeah, girl, I always say I want tattoos.
Maybe I'm getting you and Erica confused.
All the time. Girl, I've said it like at least like once a month.
No, you
remember,
haven't.
I would text you like, oh, I'm on the G train in Brooklyn, and I'm like loving all these girls with tats. Yeah, I literally go look at our chats, and then you're like, oh, do you want one? I'm like, oh, yeah.
I guess I just never took it seriously.
Oh, I've been saying it for years. Remember in sophomore year of undergrad, I had Esther design me something?
Oh, actually, I do remember this. But because it never happened, in my mind, you weren't, like, serious enough about it to do it. To, like, go through with it. And so
this is the thing that makes me more, like, hesitant to get tattoos. Because looking back at that design, I'm so glad
you don't like it anymore.
I did not get it. So I just can't commit to things.
I don't know if you'll ever get a tattoo.
Yeah, because I just don't have anything in mind that... Okay, because, like, Erica's designs, I'm like, wow, they're so well thought out. There's so much meaning. And it's, like, related to people that will never... She'll never be like, oh, I regret this.
Like,
you know
we broke up or something.
Yeah, it's like her siblings or whatnot.
Yeah. Well, Erica's mom will never listen to this.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, I was talking to this guy, and he has arm tattoos, and he said, you know what's interesting is that after getting these tattoos, it did not fill whatever hole or make me feel a certain way that I was expecting to feel after getting these tattoos.
What did it expect?
And so I asked him, and I was like, he couldn't really pinpoint it in words. I mean, let's be real. I think a lot of people get tattoos because they're like, oh, it looks cool.
Yeah,
they, like,
it's
think
just
it looks
an aesthetic
edgy.
thing.
Yeah, it's an aesthetic.
Or if you're a Kevin Song, it's because you love your dog.
Oh.
You have to give shout outs to the only 2 people listening to this. Wait, we gave Erica a shout out last time and she didn't listen to it. So maybe she won't. Actually, because I already said frugal bitch, she's not going to make it this far.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Sorry, Erica.
But she'll make it through the first half hour.
Yeah, so I think the point here is that, I mean, I feel like it's so cliche, but it's like You can eat at the fanciest restaurants to be able to say that you have. You can buy all the nice clothes in the world.
That doesn't mean you
You
belong.
you can like get the coolest tattoos and dye your hair and whatnot to feel cool. But if you don't believe it on the inside, nothing's gonna fulfill that hole in you.
You know that article I sent you
Yeah.
about the 21 observations people watching from
Yeah.
that girl that was a painter
Yeah.
at weddings?
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about how you can watch someone's body language and really tell how comfortable they are in the identity that they present. And you can see that like insecurity and anxiety that kind of radiates off of them. And I think that's so interesting to observe in people, like seeing in a room who physically looks like they belong there and their style fits that, versus people who may have the right clothes or say the right things, but you can tell there's an air of faking it.
Yeah. There's also people, and I really respect this, where they might, what did I just say? They might not be dressed or look
The most put
the
together.
most put together, but you can tell they feel very comfortable in their own skin.
Yeah.
And I still respect that.
I think those
Maybe
are
I
the types of
respect that
people I'm most drawn to.
more. Yeah.
Like, I want someone who's really sure of themselves and just presents as they are, and you can tell there's a comfort in them, because then that's so comforting to be in their presence.
Yes.
And then you leave feeling your energy isn't drained.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for
See you
listening.
next week or in 2 weeks.